What is good, people? Welcome to the video. Today what we're doing is covering 5 of the biggest myths that people that get into fitness and weightlifting probably think when they're first starting out, and this is coming from someone that actually really does like the gym, because usually when I see these videos online, it's usually someone that's like super underweight or super obese kind of moaning about people that go to the gym. That is not what this video is about. It's more addressing some of the myths. A lot of dudes, especially teenagers, think that huge muscles is going to get you girls. I can tell you right now, since starting the gym, yes, you do get a little bit more eye glances in general, but like if you're trying to get to that kind of Phil Heath, even Simeon Panda level, that's more like a niche group. The same way obese people have like, what's it called, fat fetishes or chubby chasers, whatever they're called. For a typical girl, you probably go out into the street and meet. The chances are they just want someone who looks above average. Moving on to the next sort of myth, I can tell you right now that I don't think this one's ever going to go, because there is basically a new fitness person born every single day in like the thousands and millions. So basically it's training your abs will help you lose belly fat. No matter how many times people get told it and the information is out there, there's always going to be some people out there that really truly believe that if they just do a bunch of six packs, the fat around their stomach is just going to disappear, which is not going to happen. But what I will say is training your abs is still a great job. Like if you have a bunch of belly fat, in reality to lose that fat, you have to get into a calorie deficit. With that being said, I would still train your abs and everywhere else on your body. It will help your fat distribution overall when you're actually training and building a muscular physique. And also, when you actually reduce the body fat, if you train your abs, especially with like resistance and weights and stuff like that, they're going to look a lot more stronger and denser anyway, which means that when you do start losing the fat, they will show a lot easier. So you won't have to reduce your body fat super low. Like for example, I can somewhat see my abs basically anywhere around like the 15% body fat range, even up to like maybe 17% seeing my top abs, purely because over the years of me hitting them with weights so much, they're super dense and super strong. If I never train my abs and just did the calorie deficit, I'd probably have to go down to like 10% just to see like a very faint lines of abs. So I would say don't think it's going to remove the fat, just do it because it's a good thing to do for your physique in general, but train everywhere too, not just your abs. Moving on to the next tip, this one is quite important. A lot of people when they start the gym, they always think they want to be big, strong and shredded for the most part. As I'm editing this, I just realized I messed up the quote completely. It's meant to be either big, natural and lean, so those are the 3 options. Which on the surface sounds like a great goal to have. The problem is that a lot of people think they can attain all 3 of these naturally, which is super hard. Like in reality, there's like a very small percentage that are natural and manage to attain all of that. And I can't remember the dude that said it, I've just heard it in hearsay. If you know the exact person that made up this quote, please comment down below. But they said if you want to be, for example, like looking big and shredded, you're probably not going to naturally to get like super big and shredded. So they more or less say that when it comes to those 3 things, you usually can only be 2 of them natural, and that's if you're really good as well. Now this tip is definitely something you should definitely remember. And it's thinking that just because someone's big and huge that they know a lot about fitness, which is not true. Don't just take anything everyone's saying for fact just because they also are big. There's many things that can play into that. One, they can have better genetics. Someone with bad genetics or even steroids or anything like that can still lift weights and see improvements and better physique. You need to weigh up people's advice. Don't just go to anyone you see in the gym big and ask them for everything, because a lot of them have old school thinking and probably tell you just to eat chicken, broccoli and rice. Always fact check, go online, do whatever. You can't just take one piece of information from one person and hold it as fact. Go out, research, ask multiple people if you would like, but realistically try and find some sort of scientific proof as well. Or trial and error on your own physique. I used to take most of my advice back in the day from men's fitness magazines. It wasn't until like I started doing some of the routines, like one in particular was build 10 pounds of lean muscle in 4 weeks. Obviously that did not happen, but the routine itself was actually not a bad routine. It's just the timelines and the terminology were just bullshit. So what I should have done was actually researched into the rate of how muscle grows and what factors can actually impact it. But I didn't gain anywhere near 10 pounds of muscle. I don't even think I gained 2 pounds of muscle. And the final myth being believing that maintaining a super shredded physique is for everyone. One, most people cannot maintain a super shredded physique because it means that you are in such a calorie deficit, potentially doing quite a bit of cardio, that it's just too hard to actually sustain long term. And there is also the fact that not everyone is destined to be shredded, period, let alone maintaining it. So what you need to believe is, depending on your starting point and your genetics, be realistic. I've had too many people that hit me up at like 40-50% body fat, and they want to get down to 10% body fat and look absolutely shredded, and they're asking for coaching. And I'm saying, if I'm being completely honest, the chances is I can probably get you from that 40 down to 20, maybe even 15% body fat if you really push it. However, I don't think you're going to get that super shredded dice look in a natural way anyway, because your lifestyle and how you eat and your job and all your daily steps, you would have to drastically rehaul your whole life and almost just be thinking about that. Someone like you that potentially has more fat cells in your body, naturally thinks about food much more than the average person, so you tend to eat more. It's going to be difficult for you to maintain a super shredded physique. And it's all about setting expectations. For example, I'm fairly okay lean, right? I can't expect every single person that approaches me, regardless of their starting point, is going to manage to get down to my body fat level or even lower. You know what I mean? That would be silly. Not everyone is the same. So you have to like remember that not all people are built equal. No matter what everyone wants to say nowadays, like everyone's great, everyone's beautiful, everyone's this, everyone's that, body positivity, that's all great. Love yourself. However, you have to be realistic with expectations when it comes to most things in life, not even just fitness. Not everyone is going to achieve the same result. So that is something you need to factor in. It's not to belittle you, it's not to make you feel downhearted, it's more about setting expectations. Anyways, people, that is all the myths I have for today. That should have been 5. Let me know if I'm a little bit rusty at doing these talking videos. Hopefully the audio is a little bit better because I've got like a lav mic now. But anyways, people, hopefully you enjoy it. Let me know any other tips that I never covered that you think that there probably is on the list. There's definitely more, but I just wanted to run through 5 of the ones I thought quite key. Anyways, people, see you guys in the next video. It should be a full day of eating. Peace out.
Make $1 million cash for you flatline. Make a master plan, watch it backfire.